Oh man, do we have a wonderful day planned for you. Welcome to Cheap Eats. I'm Ralph.
And I'm Steve.
And we're gonna have a great time here in the Flower District and in the Arts District.
First, we're gonna go to Poppy and Rose and have breakfast, and they've got amazing chicken and waffles.
Oh yes, and then our next place is gonna be the Bread Lounge. Fresh baked bread, house-made everything.
And then we're gonna go and look at the pie hole and eat some amazing pie. They have all kinds of freshly made pies, and we're gonna take a look at how they bake them.
This is gonna be a fantastic day. We're gonna have a great time.
So come on along with us.
Hey everybody, we are at Poppy and Rose on Wall Street in the heart of the Flower District.
Wonderful breakfasts, chicken and waffles.
Really?
They have this dish which is smoked pork, hash, unbelievable.
Ooh, sounds great.
And they've built this place out
Yeah,
themselves.
it's really beautiful. They did the walls, they did the lighting, they did the ceiling with their own hands.
But I'm in here for the food, so let's get out in there and go eat.
Oh yes. Hey everybody, I am delighted to have a conversation here with Diana.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Diana's a partner here. And where are we?
We are at Poppy and Rose in the Flower District.
I gotta know, how did we arrive at the name Poppy and Rose, other than that we're in the Flower District?
Well, it's actually a cool story. My husband is from Georgia, and the state flower of Georgia is the Cherokee Rose. And our business partner and myself, we're from California, and obviously the California poppy
The
is...
California poppy. This I know.
Yeah, because is our state flower, so that's where Poppy and Rose came from.
So this is the place for breakfast.
I think so, yeah.
Well, what would you recommend for me? I love breakfast.
I love breakfast too. I would say the fried chicken and waffle is one of our best sellers.
Fried chicken and waffles, got it. Okay, check.
And biscuits and gravy. We make the biscuits here in-house.
You make the biscuits
We
here?
make the gravy in-house. Yep, everything's from scratch.
And with flour,
Yes, and butter.
but F-L-O-U-R.
Real flour.
Not flour from across the
No,
street.
not with daisies.
Okay, good. What else did we have?
The Poppy Burger, if you're in the mood for lunch.
Ooh, good. Okay.
It's-
Could I have that for breakfast?
You can have whatever you want for breakfast.
I might just do that. Where do your customers come from? I see people all over the place carrying flowers, but where do your customers come from?
Our customers come from the flower market. We get a lot of florists and event planners, but we also get a lot of folks who live and work here in downtown. And then on the weekend, we have folks who come from all over Vegas, San Diego.
You're
who come
kidding.
from- Yeah.
People drive all that distance to get here?
They do.
Well,
they do.
that's really neat. I know flower market people are early morning people.
They are.
So what time do you start?
We open at 6 in the morning.
That's perfect. That's great.
Yeah, so we're open early, and yeah, we love it.
Okay. And, you know, I think Solomon's in the kitchen, and before we allow him to do too much damage, we could probably go in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So Ryan, what's your chef training?
So I grew up in a barbecue restaurant in North Georgia called Frank's Real Pit Barbecue. About the time I was 18, I left my dad's company and started cooking around Athens, Georgia. Kind of got bored there. It was a smaller town, and I moved to New York City.
And now you're here in the flower market at Poppy and Roses?
Absolutely, Poppy and Rose.
And your wife is the co-owner, along with Michael.
Exactly,
He's out
exactly.
running around doing his gig. So let's do, you know, when I was here the last time, I fell in love with that chicken and waffle gig.
Okay.
So let's get into it. So,
Absolutely,
all right.
absolutely. All right. You want to do this, or are you making me do it?
Do these hands look like they do much? You know, look.
Fair enough. All right.
So, I mean, I'll be glad to assist. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Assisting is good for the heart.
So first things first, this is a boned out chicken thigh. Skin on. We get it in whole birds. We just break them down. We bone out the leg and thigh.
Now, what do you, is that flour?
This is a seasoned flour mix we make.
What's
Yes.
in it?
You know, flour and some other stuff I'm not going to tell you about.
All these guys with the secret sauces. Unbelievable. Okay.
All right, this is a chicken wing. So we just pack that down in there, get some nice coverage. We're going to turn around this way. We're going to drop it in this fryer.
Going for a little swim, huh?
Exactly.
A Los Angeles swim in the fryer.
Coming back around.
Okay. And while that's going on, we're going to make the waffle.
Absolutely.
Now, the waffle you make
Yes, sir.
is it pre-made, one of those things you take out of the box?
Oh yeah, we use Eggo. TM. No, just kidding. No, our waffles are made from scratch. We make a brown butter vanilla waffle. So this
Brown
is,
butter.
Absolutely.
That's different.
So this is a pretty fantastic little Belgian waffle maker we have. We drop us about 4 ounces, give or take, of waffle batter in there.
Ooh, that looks so gooey.
It is.
So let me. Could be a little stick puppy, but no, guess not.
Okay. So we're gonna close that guy, turn around and flip him over, and we're gonna let that hang out.
All right. Now, what other good great breakfasts do you make here?
Oh, all sorts of things. We make a fantastic breakfast sandwich, a really, really great pancake plate called what we call the lumberjack pancake breakfast. The pulled pork hash, though, is one of my favorites.
All right, pulled pork. It's a diversity of kinds of foods here.
Absolutely.
And then at nighttime, you're running around in the food truck.
Like a crazy man, absolutely.
And what's that food truck called?
We have a food truck called Peach's Smokehouse and Southern Kitchen.
Oh my goodness. So daytime, you're doing breakfasts here at Bobby and Rose, and at night, you're running the trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a real working man. Let's get that chicken out. Let's get it plated on the platter, and let's move on.
Let's take a look.
Chicken's coming out.
Okay, so we're gonna let that drip for a second. Meanwhile, over here, we got our waffle that's about done. Perfect. Got our perfectly fried wing at 5 right there. A little bit of chive on top. And then the deep secret here is actually our smoked honey butter.
Oh, that's
Good and good for you. So that's your guy.
Amazing! Something survived me making it in the kitchen. Well, I didn't really make it. I sort of worked on it. This is that great fried chicken with waffle, and you can just see the batter on it, and you can smell it. The homemade crispy batter blends right into the chicken. Juicy and unbelievably friendly. The nicest and most amazing part about it is this butter here. It's got honey in it. And when you put it in and on the waffle, it not only drips all over you, but it drips down your lovely throat, and it gives you an amazing combination of the waffle, the maple, the sugar, and the honey. Kissing good.
Handmade, homemade hash brown, so crispy on the outside and so tender on the inside. Man, that pulled pork
It's delicious.
is fantastic. It's got such a good smoky flavor to it. It's deep. And the eggs running through the whole thing. I love it.
This breakfast is so good. I think I'm going to end and have a little lunch with a Poppy Burger. Triple decker, bacon, beef patty, special sauce. You name it, I've got it. I want it.
Now I'm going to try the biscuits and gravy and egg. Eggs and homemade biscuits. What's better than that? I'll tell you what. The gravy has a little pepper to it, and it is fantastic.
I am speechless.
Well, here we are in the heart of the Arts District. You say that twice real fast. We're at 7th and Santa Fe, and the LA River's right over there.
You know, we're going to go to the bread lunch and make everything fresh, 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 fresh. It's
Just
a
now,
bakery
right now.
and a place to eat. They make amazing sandwiches and all the condiments, like the pickles, are
They
made.
make their own pickles.
You know, and they've been here since 5 this morning before you got up, baking bread. So let's go in there and give it a shot.
Now.
I'm here with Ron, the owner of the Bread Lounge in the Art District. So what are you doing here? You don't even look like an artist.
I'm an artist baker,
An artist baker. How'd you become a baker?
by mistake.
So you were in Israel and your dad said, don't do this, and what
I
happened?
was in Israel, I started baking, I told my father, I think that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. He's like, are you out of your mind? And like all good kids, I never listened to my father, and here I am today.
So now how long have you been here?
I've been here since 2007. We started the bakery in 2009 and opened this cafe 2012.
You know, I smell all this fresh stuff. Is everything baked here? Fresh?
Everything baked right here in the bakery behind us. People can see through the window, baked fresh every day. We use the fresh bread for the sandwiches.
And you know, you have one thing that they really don't have in the Art District. You have parking.
We have parking because we came here before the art district started booming, so we were lucky enough to find a space with some parking.
So tell me about some of these great sandwiches I hear about.
We have a bunch of them. We make everything in-house, from the bread to the spread to all the
So
rest
what do
of
you
the
put on
ingredients.
the bread? Let's talk about the sandwiches. Let's get into the meat, baby.
Okay, let's make it juicy. So we have the on the bird, which is one of our best sellers.
bird.
Yeah, on the bird.
On the bird, okay.
Yeah, we got a turkey inside. We make it the on the bird. Smoked aioli, which we make in-house. Pickled onion, which we make in-house. The turkey, brie,
All right,
spinach.
I'm getting full. Tell me about the people
Let's go
around.
and eat. Let's go and eat.
Okay, but just tell me about the people. There's so many people around. Your customer, what's your customer base here?
We have great loyal customer. It's like a little community. People that live and work here, same faces every day. It's like a big family.
All right, well, I don't want to look at this face anymore. Let's go eat and look at those sandwiches.
Let's do that.
I'm going off for the bird.
Special occasion. It was my birthday yesterday, and my daughter arrived yesterday from Delaware, and she's never been here, and I've been here several times, and I always think about how much she would love that, and sure enough, when she opened the door and saw all those fresh baked goods, she loved it. And the food is always so fresh and so interesting, and we love to watch the bakers make the bread. So it's just a really artistic, wonderful energy place here to eat lunch.
We are sharing the Provençal. It's a torte and a tuna fish with harissa sandwich. Everything's very fresh and delicious.
And for all the people who didn't join us, a wonderful ricotta, amazing. It is so good. I have had it every time I come here. This is one of my favorite. The fruit Danish is amazing, amazing, out of the world. And we just love the fact that it's fresh daily. It is so tasting so well, and it's made right here in the place. And that's special. And we came all the way from Santa Monica to downtown LA. Special.
You know, amazing. I've got the olive bread sandwich, which has got fresh olives in it. It's got the tuna. It's got the wonderful salad with the mustard vinaigrette. I think I should take a bite.
Oh my God. I have on the bird ciabatta baked here, and the aioli, the paprika aioli in here. It's got a little spice to it. It's also house made. Turkey's fantastic, and the pickled red onions adds just a whole different layer of pickled flavor to it. And the house-made pickles, where do you get that? Great.
You know, I have the Plenty of Fish sandwich. The beauty of the Plenty of Fish sandwich is like you're in an Olive Garden with fresh bread in another country. It's got amazing amounts of tuna melted together with olive oil and the fresh bread. It is absolutely delicious. And then you top it off with a little bit of the salad.
That looks good too. You know what's better than freshly baked bread? Nothing.
You know what we ought to do, Ralphie? We ought to take the veggie and run.
Cheers. That's really good. Wow. Well, here we are at the Pie Hole. We're still in the Arts District, and we are on Traction and 3rd.
So, are you the art piece, or is the pie hole the art piece?
Oh, the pie is the art. The pie is the art.
Well, earlier this morning we were there when they were making all the pies.
Oh, all that baking, you bet.
Boy. So, why is it called the pie hole?
Well, they were going to call it the whole pie, but they got it backwards.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to duck in the hole and eat the pie.
Yes.
Savor the coffee.
Yeah.
And see what's going
coffee
on.
too. Love the coffee.
You know what I should do? Let's go in and try it out.
Yes. Hey everybody, I am delighted to be standing talking with my new friend Lindsay. Hi Lindsay.
Hello.
We're at the Pie Hole.
Yes.
And why are we here? Who are you to this place?
I am a founder and owner of the Pie Hole. We are family owned and run.
Yeah,
So-
tell me about what kind of pies you got in there.
Well, you know, when we decided to open the Pie Hole, obviously we knew Los Angeles. We needed to do the classics, but also some unique pies.
Yes.
Everything we bake fresh by hand every day.
Here, let me see.
These hands.
You still got some flour there, some flour, yeah.
So we do a small menu, but we feel like we have something for everybody.
Yes.
And we have a mixture of unique pies,
Yes.
pies we've invented, and then
Give me
classics.
one that you've invented.
Well, we did invent the Earl Grey tea pie.
The Earl Grey tea.
Yes.
Does that have Earl Grey tea in it?
We actually steep Earl Grey tea
Yes.
on the stove for over 24 hours.
Are you kidding me?
And then infuse it into a white chocolate mousse.
Who has 24 hours? Who stands up for 24 hours and watches the water boil?
Well, you know, that's what they get paid for in the kitchen, right? That's why we make no money.
That's fantastic. What else should I go in there looking for?
So Earl Grey for sure, that's sort of what we're known for.
Yeah.
And seasonal is how we focused our menu.
Fantastic.
So we say if it's not in season in Southern California, it's not good, and we're
I
not going to put on the menu.
love
so
hearing.
If it's not local, we really don't use it. We roast our beans locally
For coffee.
for our coffee program,
Yes.
and everything that we source is local.
Where'd the name come from?
So that's great. So as we were sitting around, I love when people ask us about the name because people have a wild imagination when it comes to the name. As we were sitting around Thanksgiving 2010, picture this.
Yes.
My family has a cabin in Michigan, and my mother-in-law Becky
Yeah.
came out with her husband to spend it with my family.
Sure.
She baked pies.
Yes.
I famously said, "Oh my gosh, we should open a pie hole. I mean, a pie shop."
A pie shop.
And so then we said, "Well, what would we name it?" And the very first thing that we came up with was the Pie Hole, because she always loved that saying, "Shut your pie hole." So my husband, of course,
Oh.
says it's because she liked to tell her kids to shut up a lot. So
Meaning shut your mouth.
shut your mouth, right?
Yes.
It is slang for your mouth. But we did know from the very beginning that we only wanted to sell pie.
Yes.
We didn't want to sell anything else. So
Of course.
the Pie Hole just made sense, and it stuck.
It sounds like a wonderful business. I sort of thought it was the whole pie and you got it backwards.
Well, some people do spell it WHOLE. Yeah.
But that's a mistake. You know what? Steve is inside doing who knows what with some pies, and I think we better see what he's doing before who knows what happens to him.
Sounds good.
Let's check.
Before we give him a job.
That's true.
So my favorite pies to make are the Bananas Foster and the Earl Grey Mousse. They're both very unique flavors. You don't find them that often. And they're surprising and fun, and it's a discovery. So even making them and then tasting them, it's kind of the same for the customer or for the chef. The serial killer, again, it's one of the fun things. You just look at it and it's like, you know, fun. It's a pie. It has vanilla wafers for the crust. It then has cheesecake and fruity pebbles. So it's supposed to be something you eat and you're like, this tastes like the bowl of fruity pebbles and the bottom of the cereal bowl when you were a kid. It was your favorite part. We're a family here. We really are. So even with our idiosyncrasies and maybe a little dysfunction, we really do work well together. Eat at the pie hole. You won't regret it.
We're here in the cutting room.
Yes.
So we've seen all how the pies were put together and made this morning. Now's the time for the social graces.
So, always have to have the gloves on when we're handling product. So I am a professional, but you are not. So we're going to help with our nifty pie cutting.
This looks like I'm on a shooting range, for crying out loud.
So here's the deal. These are 9-inch pies that we like to cut into 6 slices.
So, but what kind of pie is this?
Oh, this is the serial killer pie. So,
Serial killer pie. Only in Southern California would you get a serial killer
that's
pie.
right.
Wait.
First of all, you always have to stay ahead of the slice, is what I like to say. So we want to be innovators. We want to be the best pie shop in the world.
Wait, you're going to give me a knife to cut into a serial killer
That's right.
pie.
There's a lot of death themes here. So listen.
That's why they put the gloves on me.
We have my mother-in-law's cheesecake recipe is awesome. It's more dense, more like a New York cheesecake than like Cheesecake Factory. So we decided to take the cheesecake, mix it in with the Fruity Pebbles, which I think you saw that this already in the kitchen.
A lot of bubbles.
And we put it on a Nilla wafer crust because who doesn't love Nilla wafers? And then we're going to add the the frosted flakes to the top of it. You can do that part. There you go.
These are real flakes.
These are real flakes.
So you're a flaky woman.
I have been told. So I'm going to put this knife in your hand and see how you do.
So I have to cut? All right.
So follow the lines.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. How do you start in the middle?
I like to start straight down the middle.
Look at that.
Okay, let's see how you did. That's not bad. That's
Really?
not bad. I'm pretty impressed with that.
I'm supposed to drive with only my glasses on. It didn't say cut pie. So.
All right, so now the second cut's the most important.
The second cut is the most
That's
important.
right.
All right.
Because you can still save yourself from this point.
Yeah, I got you, baby!
I would not want to put a knife in this man's hand. All right, excellent
Wait.
job. All right.
Now,
Like, you know, at home and stuff like that. So we're gonna roll with this. These are our plates. We like these pie tins.
wait. When I look at something like this reminds me I'm in another part of the world.
We're not gonna use that one, remember? Back to health. We'll use a clean one. So we like to take, right, our running water, keeps everything clean. Now it's always important to get your your pie server in between the tin and the crust, because you know this is an Instagram world, and even though my mother-in-law said pie is messy and it should be falling over the plate, people like to take photos, so we have to make sure it looks good. So I'm going to just get this cut a little more.
You better get me out of this scene. If you want it to look good, I can't be in this scene.
So right underneath, the cheesecake does cut like a dream. To cut a little bit more. I don't know if you were strong enough on those slices, but first time, we'll forgive you. All right, so then right in the center of the plate,
Oh, wow.
right? We need it to look great. People are paying a lot for this pie. Now it's time for the flake. All
Now,
right.
is it in the wrist or in the drop?
I think it's in the wrist. We got right on the top there, right? We want people to, there you go. Make it look pretty, that's good. No, that's good, let's not get too excited
Wait,
there.
there's one of them out of... That one is not right. There we
You
go.
know, the frosted flakes we think make this pie, right? So we like people to have a good amount. This might be a little much than we would normally do, but
Should I blow some of it off?
no, we're gonna keep this on, right?
All right.
So that's perfect, because again, this one has been sort of a social media gem. People love to talk about it,
So if this was the Olympics, I would get for style 2, but
Yes.
for origination, 10.
I think personality, 10 as well.
Oh, you're the best. Whoa, whoa. You know what we ought to do? Let's go try some of this pie now.
I'm ready to eat some.
I've got the cereal killer, which we finally grabbed hold of, and it's got cheesecake, and it has Fruity Pebbles inside of it, and it's like Mama used to make.
This is the Earl Grey that I've been hearing about. It is fantastic, multifaceted, multi-layers, wonderful home-baked crust, and then there's a layer of chocolate, and then there's the Earl Grey, and there's the whipped cream, and then there's pistachio. I'm in heaven.
This is, if you like cheesecake, you're gonna love this because it sticks together, but the flavors all meld together. And then it has the flakes on it, which kind of gives you kind of a kid's kind of attitude to it. It's very, very fun.
I gotta try this. Here I am in the chocolate pie. It's Mexican chocolate. It's like Mexican hot chocolate, except it's Mexican hot chocolate pie. And the whipped cream's got coffee in it. And graham cracker crust. I mean, what else? I don't know what else to tell you. It's perfect. It all comes together perfect.
One of the beauties of the pile, besides all the great social things they do here, is they have items that come in and out. Now, I'm having a root beer float, which is in now, but it may be out for a while, but they always come back in.
Where's your straw? I'm gonna keep going.
You know, Ralph won the Soda Jerk Award on Santa Monica Pier about a couple of years ago. You can eat this and it's just exactly like a root beer float. A big dollop of ice cream it tastes like. It's got the root beer, it melts together, and it's one of the best floats I've had.
I actually should have a fork in every hand so that I could eat twice as fast or twice as much. This is so good.
Well,
cheers.
What a magnificent day.
What a day.
You know, we started early in the morning at Poppy and Rose.
Yes, we
had
did.
a magnificent breakfast. Love that chicken.
Lovely breakfast. You actually segued into lunch with that fantastic hamburger. But you know what? After that was a bread lounge. Freshly baked bread, freshly made sandwiches, everything house made. Really lovely.
And then we finished off with the pie at the Pie Hole. And 4 slices of pie. My goodness gracious. I'm going to go back for about 4 more.
Yeah, I think 8 pieces of pie an hour would be just
I would think
great.
so. And Cereal Killer was in me, baby.
Well, I like the Earl Grey, but you know what? We've had a fantastic day, and we will see you all next time right here on Cheap Eats.
You guys try all these places. Keep on watching.